here with Leonard Garcia. Since your knockout of Jen Pulver back in November, your last 8 fights have gone, kind of to a decision, including 3 of your last wins. Like, what can you do, or what are you trying to do to make your wins more decisive?
Right now, I found that slump is what we call it. I guess they call it in all professional sports. What's been going on is I've been taking so many fights back to back.
Right.
I haven't had time to be in the gym. No time for drilling, no time for anything. It's just basically getting in shape to fight again.
Yeah.
And I've had so many opponent changes that I never have a chance to really sit down and focus on one guy.
Yeah.
Because I'll be scheduled to fight somebody, and then at the last minute they'll switch it to somebody else.
Yeah.
So now we're taking a different route this year. We're going to try to take only 3 fights a year, have good, at least 4-month training camps.
Right.
And I'm going back in, and I started doing a lot more wrestling again. I'm getting my black belt in jiu-jitsu this year, so
Very cool.
I'm trying to do a lot of things differently instead of just getting in shape and getting in there and fighting.
Yeah.
And that's I fought 6 times last year, so it really hurt me more than that.
Yeah. Speaking of those changing opponents, your most recent loss to Chan Sung Jung, aka the Korean Zombie, you lost to a twister. Now, how much of that was just the sudden change in opponents? You were originally scheduled to fight Nam Pham.
No, I never blame the opponent changes on anything. I'm always ready to fight. So he just came in and implemented a better game plan. I was expecting a stand-up fight from him.
Yeah.
I was able to hurt him a couple times that I seen
definitely.
when we were standing up, and he changed his game plan. Which the first time that we fought, he didn't have that implemented into his game. So it kind of took me by surprise. And the twister, I'd never seen it, never felt it, anything. I thought he was going for an arm bar, so I give him the arm so I could end up on top. Then all of a sudden I was stuck. So my hat's off to him. He did a great job, and the good thing is it sets up a number 3.
Right.
So I'm excited to try to get another win and try to chase down the zombie again.
Yeah, I heard right after you're training right after that fight to make sure you never get caught in that again.
Yeah.
Will we ever see you in the twister again?
No, definitely not. Me and Greg Jackson went to the back immediately after the fight. We sat back there, and he trapped my leg, and showed me.
Yeah.
Then he showed me 3 different variations of where you can go for it from and where you should. Anytime that they have your back and they start going for a single leg, you're in danger of it. Right. So it's like I've seen it a lot now. I've actually been using it in the gym, so
very cool.
It's going to be one of those moves that you can't say never, but if I do ever get caught in it again, maybe I can get out of it.
Definitely. So along with the Uriah Faber, you also came over from the WEC. How's the transition been for you?
It's been great. Of course, I was in the UFC before,
right?
And to come back at a different weight class where more people knew who I was and had more exposure, it was much better for me. Like I'm accepted better at the UFC.
Yeah. What's your potential future fight?
Right now I'm looking for a big fight. I asked for a big fight such as like Omigawa maybe, and they're mentioning Bruce LeRoy fight. I don't know how big that would be for my career, but I'd love to do it just because he mentioned in his last fight that nobody at 145 will stand with him, and I beg to differ. Yeah, I beg to differ. So either one of those 2 fights would be great. I think Omigawa does more for my future, but the Bruce LeRoy fight would be a good one to have under my feet.
Yeah.
As well.
At this past UFC 129, I heard you threw a viewing party for some armed forces. What has the armed forces meant to you?
Man, the armed forces, they're our heroes. You know what I mean? And they're great people, and they really do risk life and limb for us to do what we do, just in life, in period. So it's anytime that I get an opportunity to do anything with the troops of any kind, I'll do it.
Sounds great. Well, you've always been a class act. I appreciate your time for the interview.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much. Take care.